What up, everybody? It's your boy Jordan. So today I'm gonna watch this video about Skip and Shannon discussing about Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers. Now, if you heard the rumors, multiple players discussed about going to the Lakers: Russell Westbrook, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Spencer Dinwiddie, etc. So we're gonna watch the video of them discussing Russell Westbrook. Will he be a good fit for the Lakers? Let's get right into it.
Skip, I think Westbrook is still playing at a very, very high
He
level.
is. Yep.
But I believe there are better fits for what the Lakers need. Now, I don't believe these guys are better. Lonzo Ball, Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, Malcolm Brogdon. I don't believe these guys are better than Russ
True.
as an individual player. But in the team, Chris Paul would be a better fit.
Yep.
I'm not saying
Now, in my opinion, I like Chris Paul as well for the Lakers, but in my opinion, out of all the scenarios, I prefer the Lakers to have Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan because a lineup with Lowry, DeRozan, Braun, AD, and probably Drummond at the center, that's a great starting lineup. But that closing lineup with Lowry, DeRozan, KCP, or KCP at the 2, DeRozan, Braun at the 4, and AD at the 5. That closing lineup, that's a championship team right there. Well, that's a championship starting lineup right there, in my opinion. Let's get right back into it.
and I couldn't go 3 years, but I believe next year, Chris Paul would be a better fit than Russ.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's just where I am.
True.
Skip, I get it. He's an LA native. Russ plays hard.
True.
But Russ can only play his way. Remember, he wanted out of
Yeah.
Houston. He says, I got to get back to playing Russ. Well,
yeah, he's telling the truth about Russ. I like Russell Westbrook personally. He's a great player. He's all the players he said he's better than them. Except for probably Chris Paul. But other than that, Russell Westbrook is a great player. I just don't think he's a great fit for the Lakers. Like him or LeBron, because Russell Westbrook, like he can score, but he's not like the greatest scorer, and sometimes he can be inefficient. Like Russell Westbrook, he's at his best when he in the paint. LeBron, he's at his best when he go to the paint. AD can score from anywhere. So I don't know if you want Russ and LeBron trying to score in the paint, and you got Drummond in the center, unless AD is willing to play the 5. But throughout history, we already know AD's not willing to play the 5.
now if he's going to, like James Harden. James Harden played a particular way in Houston.
Yep.
But he got with 2 other superstars and says, I can no longer play that way. He
Yeah.
bought into a system.
Facts.
The question is, could Russ buy into a system, or is Russ the system?
Yep.
That's my only problem.
Russ
I
have
think
to-
he's phenomenal.
Russ have to buy into a system. If he wants to win, he has to buy into a system. I think he tried with Houston. He tried. I give him. He did try in Houston. I think he did. But for him to actually win, he got to buy in the system. He have to. I think Lakers gonna be good regardless with either of them scenarios. But like I said, Kyle Lowry and DeRozan is probably the best for my opinion. But if they get Russell Westbrook, that still would be sweet as well. But I just don't know about the fit.
He plays hard. He doesn't shortchange it. He and Giannis might be the 2 hardest players on a nightly basis.
Facts.
And you'll find in the NBA. But for what the Lakers need, Skip, look, people like shooting. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but I'm going to break it to you. You do realize the last 2 teams that won the championship didn't shoot the 3 ball very well. The Lakers in the bubble and the Bucks were awful.
Yeah, that's
So
facts.
there's no, you got to shoot 3. You got to shoot 3. No. If you got size and you can dominate the boards, which the Lakers dominated the Heat,
Yeah.
which the Bucks dominated the Sun, guess what? Ta-da, you win. So
Yeah.
everybody, this notion about you need 3-point shots to win, Skip, but at some point in time, you're going to have to shoot some threes. Skip, Russ shot 31%. Russ in his career
Dang.
is a 31% three-point shooter.
31%.
He shot 31.5 last year.
30.5. Oh, his career.
Yeah, his career 30.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see. Like Russ, like I was saying, like LeBron with his point guards throughout his career, that was good. Like Kyrie, he's very efficient scorer. Well, Kyrie's probably the best point guard he played with. He's an efficient scorer. Probably his championship team's probably Mario Chalmers. He's not like the scoring point guard, but he was a shooter though. He was a good shooter though, Mario Chalmers. Like I think, in my opinion, you have to be a good shooter to play with LeBron if you being a point guard. Like I don't think you can be a bad shooter and play with LeBron. Like as a point guard, because usually his point guards usually be good. If not, like Anthony Davis, he can shoot. But a point guard, you have to be able to shoot with LeBron. So let's get back into the video.
He was a tick above his career at 31.5 last year. Skip, I don't get this. I really don't. And like I said, I like Russ. I think he's a phenomenal talent.
True.
Yep.
But I don't think he's the right person in this situation for the Lakers.
Yeah, I agree with you, Shannon.
I want everybody out there in viewer land to try to grasp this concept.
All right.
I agree with every word you just spoke, but think about this. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer,
Yes.
Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
who is 32 years of age, and again, next year will be year 14, but he's not playing old at all.
Right.
We're talking
True.
about a man
He's not
who
declining
once
at
again
all.
last year for Washington averaged a triple-double.
Yes.
22, 12, and 12.
Right.
We're talking about a man whose 12 assists a game last year led the NBA.
Yes.
We're talking about a man
Russell Westbrook is very talented, like I was saying. Triple doubles at, I think it was the 4 out of the last 5 years, 3 out of the last 4 years. Russell Westbrook is a dog. I'm not hating on Russell Westbrook or nothing. I'm a fan of Russell Westbrook. He's a dog. I make sure y'all know that because I know some people out there be hating on Russell Westbrook, so I gotta make sure y'all know what's up. He's a dog.
who 3 of the last 4 years has led the NBA in
Yeah,
assists.
3 out of the last 4.
That man, Russell Westbrook, lock first ballot Hall of Famer, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Is a bad fit for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And he just is.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm on solid ground saying there's never been any player like Russell Westbrook. You brought up Giannis. He's a miniature Giannis
Right.
in effort, except there's one big difference.
Giannis
His effort is only on offense.
Right.
Giannis's effort is full court both ways,
Yes.
both sides of
That's
the ball,
true.
as hard as he can play offense and defense, every last dribble. Russell Westbrook plays all out with a rage hard on offense. He has a rage
Yeah.
to star more than to win, to me. And oftentimes he manages to sacrifice winning the basketball game for getting his stats. And he is the all
I think that's kind of false a little bit. Now, of course, Russell Westbrook, we seen him stat pad, and there's videos of proof of seeing him stat pad. But in my opinion, say like I'm getting all them triple doubles, and I can break NBA records. Y'all be trying to get them records as well. I'll be trying to get all the rebounds. I'm telling all my teammates make every single shot, and I'll try to get my easy little 10, 12, 15, whatever points he score. What? Well, but Russ averaged 22. But come on. You breaking NBA records. You be going for them as well. But I think Russ do care about winning. I think he does. I don't think he cares about winning.
time stat machine. I mean, 4 of the last 5 seasons, he's averaged a triple-double.
Those 12
we
rebounds
thought it was
had to put-
impossible.
And
right?
the 12 rebounds, Skip, what? Got to put him in like top 5, top 7 as far as rebounding, and he's a point guard.
Okay, he's a point guard. And yet, he would be a terrible fit to me for a LeBron James who is still the best passer in basketball.
Facts.
Russell Westbrook has figured out how to get his big men involved where he drives it, and if he doesn't think he can get to the foul line or get to the rim, he'll just leave it on the floor for a big man to take one bounce with it and dunk it.
Right.
So he realized if I do that enough, I can I can lead the NBA in assists.
Yeah.
But I never feel like Russ is running the offense, quarterbacking the show, getting everybody the perfect shot at the perfect moment.
Right.
It doesn't feel Chris Paulish to me at all.
Oh, no.
It doesn't feel LeBronish at all
Right.
to
Oh,
me
no.
because LeBron has genius about I got to get him a shot at this point, at this stage of the game
Right.
where I'm going to hit Kyle Kuzma right in the shooting pocket with the perfect skip pass all the way across court. I'm going to hit him right there so he can just sit and fire and make that three.
Right.
That's LeBron's genius. He has great court vision and anticipation.
Yep.
This is all hard for Russ. He has to force the assists, and he forces the rebounds. And you can't tell me that the rebounds hurt their team because they don't.
Right.
But a lot of times he's taking rebounds away from bigs because he just out-hustles them to the basketball, right?
That's true.
And he wants free throw rebounds, which sometimes are a little cheap, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with
point
that.
is, he's a bad fit because he's not a point guard. He's a scorer, and he has led this league in scoring twice. He's led the whole league in scoring twice,
Yeah.
but he can't shoot. Huh? Well, that's kind of Giannis-like, right? Well, he
Russell Westbrook is one of the most unique players in NBA history. Like, he's very unique how he does it. Like what they were saying, he get them triple doubles, led the NBA in scoring, but can't shoot. Now, in my opinion, like I'm not really big on a can't shoot thing. Really, like at least he's aggressive. Like Ben Simmons, like when people talk about Ben Simmons, like okay, like I know he can't shoot, but my thing is with Ben Simmons, I'm more of him. Like he's not being aggressive at all. Like if Ben Simmons 6'10" point guard going to the paint every play and nobody can stop him, like Giannis, okay, I wouldn't be tripping that he can't shoot. Like Giannis got 50 in the finals. Giannis know good and well he can't shoot. Giannis know, okay, I can't shoot. I'm just gonna I'm scoring on them every time. I'm going in the paint every time. Like Ben Simmons, I wish he was like that. I don't know how he got on Ben Simmons, but yeah, like I'm saying with Russell Westbrook, dog. Like I'm saying with Russell Westbrook though, like he's very unique. He's very unique. Let's get back to the video.
Can't shoot because he's always been a terrible three-point shooter. He's
Yeah.
still, at least Giannis doesn't take that many threes.
Right.
You blast him when he takes any at all.
Anything over one is too many.
Okay.
Anything
Dog.
over zero actually is too many for Giannis.
Oh,
Russ
man.
is up there in the middle of the pack and taking threes.
Man.
But to your point, last year he averaged a triple-double and shot 32% from three. That ranked 150th of 156 players. 150th, well, that's a liability to me.
Right.
Then his free throws have come and gone, and
Yeah.
he's up there around mid-70s his career. But last year he shot 66% from the free throw line.
Dang.
Well, that won't work. If
Yeah.
you're a point guard, you're getting
Yeah,
to the
that ain't
line
gonna
so many
work.
times. That ranked 103rd of 110 free throw shooters. So look at this. 3-point and free throw shooting, he is at the bottom of the barrel in both categories, which undercuts the team's ability to win, which is why the team last year, they rallied late and they finished
play.
34 and 38. 34. So they're 4 games
Yeah.
under 500. And in the first round, they had to win the second play-in game, remember, against Indy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And yet Philly knocked him out in 5 games. In the Philly 5-game
Which was
series,
expected.
Russ shot 33% from the floor.
Oh, my
From the
God.
floor. Well, that's
Whew. 33% from the field. As a point guard, oh my God. Like I said, Russell Westbrook, he's very different. Very talented. He's just, man, 33% from the floor though? Oh my God. 33%. Whoa. What he shot from the 3-point line? I gotta hear that.
Giannis just shot 62% from the floor, right?
Yeah, elite.
Okay, so it won't work. And he also averaged 4 turnovers. And he has led the league in turnovers repeatedly because he's going to be high risk, high turnover.
It's Skip.
4 ain't a lot for him because he has the ball 24/7.
Isn't a great player.
No.
Right.
I give in. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer
facts.
just on stat achievement.
But I believe there are better fits. I believe Mike Conley is a much better
I
fit.
totally agree.
Kyle Lowry is a much better fit. Brogdon,
Yeah, Kyle Lowry.
Or Lonzo Ball, Chris Paul. Obviously, Chris Paul. We know Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a fit anywhere.
Yeah.
He is.
Those are better
Although
fits.
he has clashed with his fellow stars,
Yeah.
Blake Griffin, James Harden.
Right.
Yeah.
He wouldn't obviously clash with LeBron because
Right.
they're very close.
And they play their games are very similar.
Yep.
They like to control the pace of
Yep.
the game. But I just believe they're better.
Chris Paul, my favorite point guard ever. If him and LeBron ever go together, I would even trade. Oh yeah, Chris Paul, LeBron, AD. I like that. Like I said though earlier though, I would like Lowry and DeRozan over Chris Paul. Like out of the trade scenarios that I heard, but Chris Paul and LeBron, I won't trip either. I won't be tripping either.
Fits for LeBron and AD to get them to ultimately where they want to be.
Yep.
I just don't think the Russ is a great fit for the Lakers.
Well, obviously not because he demands the basketball.
Yeah.
He's going to be high usage rate.
Sure.
He's always close to, he's always top 3, and he might be top 1 in how much time he's got the ball in his hands. And then why did Kevin Durant say, I can't do this with Russell Westbrook? Why did he join forces with the Golden State Warriors? After they had the Warriors down 3-1.
Yeah.
I told you, I know this firsthand from a source very close to Kevin. He decided, I'm going into year 10 next year, which is his first year in Golden State.
Yeah.
I can't win a championship with Russ as my primary decision maker because Russ is going to dribble the ball up the floor, and it's going to be his choice. Am I going to go, or am I going to just flip it over to you standing over here on the wing and let you try to create a shot, right? And in the end, Russ is... He's like got that bull in China shop mentality. I got the ball. I see the basket. I'm going to go.
Right.
I'm just going to go. I'm going to run through that brick wall.
Yeah, Russ is just a bulldog. Like with Kevin Durant, when Skip talking about Kevin Durant said, or a source said that Kevin Durant talking about he can't win with Russ as his primary point guard, like him handling the decisions. Like, I kind of could get that, but like on the Warriors, KD wasn't the primary ball handler either. It was like Steph and Draymond. Steph and Draymond definitely more unselfish than Russ, but either way, Steph and Draymond, they're still the primary ball handlers. Though I believe KD could have won with Russ. They had Golden State 3-1. It wasn't like they got swept. They had them 3-1. They could have beaten them. It's just Russ and KD at the 3 games struggled, and Clay and Steph went crazy. Now KD, I forgot one of them games. He played good, but I think they got smacked though. But yeah, I believe OKC would be to go to stay at least once throughout them years if KD stayed for sure. But he decided to join them, so we will never know. And of course, that was years back. So yeah,
Wall and that brick wall, you can set all the brick walls you want for me. I'm going to get to the rim or I'll get to the free throw line. I'm going to do it my way. I've never seen a player so self-absorbed playing with rage to achieve these triple-doubles stats. He's a stat machine, but I'm not sure it contributes to winning because I've never considered him a winning type player.
Right. I just think the thing is, Mike Conley might be the second best fit behind Chris Paul.
Yep.
Of a guard that they can get. A guy that can have, a guy that can, play in the pick and roll.
Hey,
a guy that.
no problem with Mike Conley. I don't want Lakers getting him though. I think Mike Conley is good with the Jazz. Him and Donovan Mitchell is good. The scenario should go in order like this. Chris Paul. No, I take that back. Scenario should go like this. DeRozan and Lowry, number 1. Chris Paul, 2. Then probably after that, Dinwiddie. Yeah, Dinwiddie. 3rd. So yeah, I'm going to say it again. First scenario should be the Lakers should think about is Lowry and DeRozan because both of them said they want interest. Chris Paul for sure. Take him away from the Suns. I don't know if Chris Paul will stay or not out because he probably think about I don't know if the Suns will really be able to go back to the finals next year. In my opinion, I don't think they are. But Chris Paul probably do want to stay. I think Lakers probably can lure him over from the Suns. And yeah, 3rd option, Dinwiddie. Let's get back to the video.
That can run the offense.
Dennis Schroeder was a miniature Russ to me. He has got that same kind of mentality, right?
Yes.
Where he's shoot first, think first, score first.
Yeah, okay, like that, yeah.
And again,
Russ doesn't have an inflated. Russ is great. Russ has been an MVP. Russ is an all-star.
Yeah.
Schroeder has an inflated view of himself because he actually think he is Russ. He actually think he's a top-tier point guard.
He does.
He thought he was the equivalent. Well, I need to start. I need to be in the starting lineup with LeBron because we the backcourt.
Yep. I got it. Russell Westbrook would drive your man LeBron crazy. He just would.
I'm afraid
over time.
I'm afraid you're right, though.
Yeah, but it's hard to believe we're saying this about a player on star.
LeBron and Russ cool though.
Star quality.
I don't know.
He's at the top of the list, right?
But Skip, everybody doesn't fit in every situation.
They don't. Basketball is a fit game to me. You have
to
fit together.
Now, let's just say for the sake of argument, Clint Capella somehow got to the Nets. Well, they're going to win the championship because you got a guy that can challenge you at the rim and you can rebound.
Yeah.
So now how do you stop them?
Yeah.
That's what they needed. They just needed a big.
True.
But they fit together in shocking ways because right away Kyrie said, you be the point guard.
Right.
I'll be okay.
I don't know. But see, Skip, you're like, okay, well, put Joel Embiid with the Nets. Well, I mean, you got Joel Embiid, Kyrie. I mean, you only got
that fit ain't doing it.
Call that fit. When you get a guy like you ain't got to run those.
Joel Embiid on the Nets would sound sweet, but that fit would be terrible. Because he going to demand the ball in the paint while you have probably the 3 best scorers in the league also try to look to score. So that fit would be terrible. Clint Capella would be better. He's not ball dominant. He ain't going to ask for the ball on the post. Get rebounds, block shots, play your role. Get your money.
Sets for like Capella.
I agree. Yep.
Look, I love Russ, but I just think
I love to watch him.
It would be a bad fit.
Yeah. Well, I hope it happens for you.
There you go. I think it'd be a great fit for the Clippers, though. Yeah. The Clippers, Paul George, Kawhi, Russ, that'd be a nice fit.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be.
No one's buying that, Shannon. Thank you.
Hey, no, for real though. Even though Shannon was playing, I do think Russ would be a good fit for the Clippers, though. I do think he would, cause Paul George and Kawhi can play make, but they're not really passers. LeBron's like a passer. LeBron is pass first. Paul George and Kawhi is score first, defend. Russell Westbrook probably, other than Rondo, Russ would for sure start over Rondo. Reggie Jackson, they for sure start him over Reggie Jackson. Yeah, Russ probably over Kawhi and PG probably a more willing passer. But like with Russ with the Lakers, I agree with them. I think it would be a terrible fit. Like individually, Russ is better than all them people that they said except for Chris Paul. But I just don't think it would be a good fit. Like Russell Westbrook, I think he'd be good for another team, but I just don't think he'd be good for the Lakers. Yeah, I just don't think he'd be good for the Lakers. He'd be good though. Russ Russ would be good. So so that's the end of the video, y'all. If y'all enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be trying to post more videos like these in the future. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Also share this video with your friends and family. Follow follow JHemsSports on Instagram at J_Hems_sports. I'm gonna say it again at J_Hems_sports. And I hope everyone have a blessed day. We out.